In a vibrant forest, where the sun shone brightly and the trees swayed gently in the wind, there lived a cheerful cicada. She loved to sing and play her music for the other animals in the forest. To her, life was a great party, and every day was another chance to enjoy the warmth of the sun and the cool breeze. While the cicada had fun, a hardworking ant spent her days gathering food. She carried grains of wheat, leaves and seeds into her anthill. Her fellow ants did the same, all working tirelessly to prepare for the winter ahead. One day the cicada saw the ant carrying a large leaf on her back and decided to tease her. "Hey little ant, why are you working so hard? The sun is shining, the birds are singing. Come dance and sing with me." The ant, already used to the cicada's carefree attitude, stopped for a moment and replied, "I'd love to, cicada, but I need to work. Winter is coming and we need to store food to survive." The cicada shrugged and laughed. "Oh, but winter is still far away. Let's have fun while we can." And so, day after day, the cicada sang and danced while the ant and her companions worked hard. Time passed, the leaves began to fall from the trees and the wind grew colder. Autumn arrived, and the cicada started to realize that the joyful summer days were ending. Soon winter came in full force. The forest, once filled with color and sound, was now covered in a thick layer of snow. The cold was harsh and food was scarce. The cicada, who used to sing happily, now shivered from the cold and hunger. Her bird friends had migrated, and most animals were hidden in their dens. Desperate, the cicada tried to find something to eat, but there was nothing. The trees were bare, the ground was covered in snow, and not even a tiny insect could be found. With no other option, she remembered the ant and all the food she had stored. With great effort, the cicada walked to the anthill and knocked on the door. The ant opened a small gap and looked at the cicada, who was hunched over and trembling. "What happened, cicada? Where is all your joy now?" The cicada, ashamed and with a weak voice, replied, "Little ant, I was foolish. I spent the whole summer singing and having fun while you and your friends worked. Now I have no food and I'm freezing. Please help me." The ant crossed her arms and sighed. "I tried to warn you, cicada. All summer you ignored the signs that winter was coming. Now all the ants here worked hard to store enough food to survive. If I share, we might not have enough for ourselves." The cicada lowered her head, feeling guilty. She realized that her lack of preparation had led to her suffering. Seeing her regret, the ant thought for a moment and said, "I will help you, but on one condition. When spring arrives, you must work with us to prepare for the next winter." The cicada, with tears in her eyes, nodded quickly. "Yes, I promise. I have learned my lesson. I will never be so irresponsible again." And so, the ant let the cicada into the anthill and shared some food and shelter for the winter. When spring finally arrived, the cicada kept her promise, helping the ants gather food and never again spent a winter hungry.